Today is January 10th, 2026, and it is the final day of operation for Brunswick Square Mall in East Brunswick, New Jersey. They announced redevelopment plans for this mall, and after that, they terminated the leases on every inline store inside this mall. A couple stores are going to be remaining. I believe the J.C. Penney, the Barnes & Noble, and the AMC movie theater, but the rest of the mall is going to be redeveloped into, I think, like a pickleball court or something like that. So we wanted to come on this rainy day and pay our final respects to Brunswick Square. The final day of this mall makes me so sad to see another mall closing, but let's go see what we have in store for the last day here. So I have to mention this 1970s J.C. Penney building. I love that. I think that's probably the coolest feature of this mall. Well, they closed up the tabletop gaming store. This was a cool little store. Yeah, I'm sure they have a new location. Be sure to check them out, IRL Games. And let's head inside the mall. So the Panera is still open, but they've closed off the mall entrance. So is this boxing gym still open? I can't really tell. All their equipment's still inside. All these dust bunnies on the floor. They must have been moving stuff around here. Now this to the left, I think, was a Skechers store. And the blank directory. Something really sad about the nothing there. And pretty soon there won't be much left of this mall. Okay. So here we are in front of the J.C. Penney. This is a boxing gym. Okay, there's someone in there. I don't want to bother them. I wonder if this is going to stay open in some capacity. If maybe they'll have a front-facing entrance. Okay, so this is sectioned off here. I guess we can walk down here. There might be something still open. But look at this. This was a gym here, and it just had their grand opening, only to be evicted from the mall. Okay, so this was Skechers. And I think this was still open on my previous visit here. Oh, and the Spencer's is closed. Let's take a look in this Spencer's here. So they've already stripped out everything in there, just down to the plywood, but they still have that little I don't know what you'd call that, but it's over the front desk, that little industrial looking thing. We have all the lights still in place there. Oh, and look at all these screws on the floor here. That's crazy. Don't remember what this was. What is that? Welcome, please come in. Oh, I can't go in. This was a food kiosk. I forget what it was exactly. Oh, but look at that. Old signs piled up there. We have the Hallmark Gold Crown. A lot of Hallmark stores have been closing. Oh no, the Peanuts gang's still there. And this is the only store open here, this stylish free. I've never heard of this store, but it's got some fun dolphins on the sign. So it's the old Hollister here. that still has the little cabana roof. They've gotten rid of those from their stores in most locations, and I guess this was one of the final ones. And this was one of those like slime labs for kids, but this was actually a former FYE store. Yeah, this is crazy. Right here is the movie theater, and I think the movie theater is actually going to stay open. But we can look down here, and we can see that they've actually like boarded off some of the entrances to some of these stores. There's the children's place. I can hear somebody working back there. Yeah, it's kind of sad to see another mall go. So now why is my name all over this barricade? Why does it have my name written all over it? See, they did this on purpose. They knew I was coming and that I was going to try and explore this place. So they put this up specifically to keep me out. They knew. So this mall was never like a super active, busy mall. It was always kind of like in a bad spot between larger malls to the north and south. But I guess it kind of served the local community. And I feel like if they really wanted to keep this as an enclosed mall, they could have pulled it off. So they had one of those axe throwing places here. And I think this business is going to reopen when they redevelop this place. I heard something like that. I've never done axe throwing. It sounds like fun. You want to do axe throwing?
Of course I do.
Well, maybe one day we'll do axe throwing. Let's see what we can see inside there. It is very dark. And this space used to be a Suncoast Video, which was one of my favorite old mall stores. And I was very sad when they all closed. The dollar store's closing. Did they put enough signs up for it, though? Just look at that mess. I'm so glad I don't work in retail anymore. The threading station. Looks like they moved a kiosk into here. And of course we have the creepy mall bathroom hallway. Oh, and I remember this plant. This was like the one really sad looking plant that they had in the mall. At least they didn't throw it out. Now down along here were historical plaques of stuff that like had happened in the town, just like old maps and old newspapers and stuff, and I guess they removed them all. More of the sad plants. It is a rainy day outside. Yeah, and this is why we need enclosed malls for rainy days like this, you know? But, you know, they don't want people to have, like, third spaces anymore. They don't want places for people to just hang out and be and not be obligated to spend money. So I think that's a big reason why they're getting rid of malls. So one thing I hear people say a lot, a comment I get a lot, is people saying that Amazon shopping, online shopping is the reason for malls closing. I think people really overstate the significance of the impact of online shopping. I think it really has to do more with real estate developers either driving malls into the ground or just, you know, the desire to redevelop them into something more profitable. You see that there are still malls that are doing well. I don't think online shopping has really affected them as badly. So I think it's a much more complex issue, and I think the real culprit is greedy real estate developers. All right. So I don't know if I can get into any other parts of the mall. I'm gonna go out and see if I can get inside another entrance maybe. I don't know if there's anything left open. Okay, so Barnes & Noble will be remaining open throughout the mall's renovations. Oh, and this is still an old style Barnes & Noble. They've redone some Barnes & Nobles, and they don't look nearly as cozy as they used to. Do you remember this mural here above the Starbucks with all the different authors on it? That's really, really cool to see that. Oh, we got the best magazine in the world right here, Weird NJ. So they still have the old media center here. I think in the newer Barnes & Nobles they've gotten rid of that entirely. Check that out. And they've just filled it up with like Funko Pops and other stuff. I remember coming here as a kid and it used to be filled with like CDs and DVDs, and I would just spend hours looking at this stuff. Look at the old wall graphics here. This kind of makes me sad seeing this, that they've just taken out all the old CD racks. But they do have vinyl. That's pretty cool that you can come here and get vinyl. I've been getting into that lately. Okay, so they do have some DVDs over here. They have the Criterion. Oh, and this used to be the station where you could like scan the barcode on a CD and it would like play a sample of it for you so you could listen to it before you bought it. God, I feel so old. Oh, and look at this graphic here. All this stuff is being removed from Barnes & Noble. I think I might do a video and cover some Barnes & Nobles. Let me know if you want to see that. And here's what used to be the desk here. And it looks like it's just nothing but K-pop on top of it. Alrighty, so we're going to try this door. I can see inside that they have the section blocked off, but let's see if we can see anything from here. So only Bath and Body Works is open. Wow. Oh, that one's open. Okay. So we have the Foot Locker here. So this was the old Red Robin, and this was already closed. It looks like I can see inside here. Let's see, is there anything left in Red Robin? Not much to see. Old light fixture. So this was a pizzeria here. And they closed the pizzeria, they reopened it as something else, and then that had closed. Yeah, this Bath and Body Works here is the only thing open in this entire building, except for the anchors, of course. So I think this was a cell phone place. I think this was like a Sprint. And this was once a Zoomies, and they had it open as a vintage clothing shop. Yeah, that's it. Bath and Body Works. And then it's over. It's all over. Oh, this place smells good. Always smells really good in here. I just think it's crazy the way that they just kind of like boarded over all of these stores that closed recently. Now, this whole wing was... This was like the Macy's wing. Yeah, can't even walk down it. Oh, they closed the Cinnabon. Right here was Jimmy Jazz. And now that Macy's is now just a clearance center. It's not like a full line Macy's. And I think they're renting that space for, I think, a couple more years. And I'm not sure what's going to happen to it after that. So I think that was American Eagle, and they just like boarded it up with plywood. So I guess they're just they're going to demall this whole section, the whole enclosed area. So I don't know if any of this is going to be remaining at all. They knew I was coming. They put these out here just for me.
They're obsessed with you.
They're obsessed with me. And so back there behind the guard is sort of like the mall's food court area. It's not a full food court. It was just the Auntie Anne's. I think over here they had a Charlie's cheesesteak. And, that was kind of what this mall had for a food court. Well, it's time to say goodbye to another mall. I'm really sad to have to keep coming and doing this one. And Brunswick Square, it was never really my favorite, but I liked it for what it was. And I just, it just seems like they just want to squeeze as much money out of these places as possible. And just, they can't really let us have anything fun like a mall anymore. So I don't know if I'll ever come back here. I think when I come back here, it's going to be a pickleball court. Do you want to play pickleball?
Absolutely not.
No, me neither. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.